Ryan here with Potential Pest Solutions. And I actually have my own pest issue at my own home that I'm going to show you about. So check out what these birds are doing. See my windowsill here? There's bird droppings there. And if we look, you can actually see me and my camera set up in the window here because my windows have a window treatment on them and it has like a mirrored finish. So how am I going to get these birds to stop driving me insane by knocking on my window, but also with the droppings on the windowsill? Right, because that's kind of gross and unsightly, and I just don't want the birds roosting there. Now, what we could do, or what some people will do, and I wouldn't do this, what you don't want to do, I should say, is use a mousetrap or a sticky pad. Right? Seems simple enough. Bird lands on here and you got the bird. The problem is you kill the bird. And the same thing with our mousetrap. So we don't want to kill the birds. That's not what we want to do. We just want them to go away from our window here. So a couple options that we have, we can use some sort of frightening device, like people hang pie pans or streamers, or one of those predator eyes to scare the birds away. But the problem is that this is the outside of my house. This is the front of my house here. So I don't want anything unsightly at my own home. So there's another product that we can use where it's a sticky product in a caulk tube here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this in a strip along the brick here. So this is a sticky, it's not caulk, even though it looks like caulk, but it's a sticky substance. And what happens is that the birds land on it, okay? They're not stuck, they land on it and they're like, oh, what is that? They feel almost trapped and then they fly off. And what it does is it alerts them that there's an issue here, that there's something to be afraid of, that there's something that is not normal, and it's gonna force them out of here. So in this case here, because of my reflective window, I don't wanna try to scare them away. I'm just gonna do something on this perch here that they're using on my windowsill to try to get them to actually stop landing here and go somewhere else. Now, before we actually apply this, you need to prep the surface, and that's because this is a porous substrate, right? This is brick here. And if we just would apply this directly on here, it's not gonna last as long. So what we wanna do is we wanna apply kind of like a sealer to the top of this, and then we'll apply our sealant. And then we'll maybe put another coat of the sealer on over top just to keep atmospheric dust and that kind of stuff off of it, just to prolong the life of it. So if you have birds roosting on your property, sometimes they roost on windowsills, sometimes it's on gutters. There's another common area there on a gutter that they may try to build a nest or something like that. Obviously, we don't want to kill the birds, and not just from an ecological standpoint, but also from a federal law standpoint. You can't just go out and kill migratory birds. So depending on the species will depend on what size bead of caulk you need to use. And again, it's not just regular caulk, it's a bird repellent. They sell it online, or we obviously can help you with that. So if you have birds roosting on your property and you need a low profile, discreet way to handle it, give Potential Pest Solutions a call. I'll do the same thing at your house that I do at my own. Now you can see we're applying this in a kind of a wave pattern here. We don't want to go right to the edge and we don't want to go right by the window, but enough that when the birds will come in contact with it, they'll move on.